Again, we're going back to what we've done already, which is looking at the three equations that we So our primary focus the last 2 days has been on the roots equation. Today our focus will be just on the vertex equation. So it's not any harder than Mr. Collins. Great. Still working late. Okay. So looking at an equation such as this, minus plus 4 squared and plus 10. Okay. So the first thing you want to do in any of these questions is let's find out what A, in this case, H and K are. Before we did R and S, today we do H and K. So what's my A value? Minus 2. Is the parabola open, up, or down? Down. It's down. Okay. What is the H value? For me?
Negative.
Why is it negative 4? Why is it a negative 4? How do I know when it's a negative 4? Right now, it's a subtract. Correct?
Yeah.
So if it turns to an add, that means you subtracted a negative number. Therefore, it's a negative 4 here. And then what's my K value? 10. So what's my vertex in this question? Negative 4 and 10. Okay. What's the equation of the axis of symmetry? Well done. X equals negative 4. Remember, it's always going to go through the x value of vertex because it's a vertical line that goes up and down, dividing it into two equal parts. All right? Is it a maximum or minimum value, my vertex?
Maximum.
It's a maximum value?
Yes.
How come?
Because it opens down.
Opens down. So what's my range for this then?
Y is less than
Y is less than?
negative or 10.
Y is less than 10?
And X is.
Do we agree?
Or equal to.
Or equal to.
Yeah.
Because that is our top point, our top coordinate. So it's Y is less than or equal to 10. For that, that's our range. So our smallest, oops, change that to this. So our range for this would be minus infinity to plus 10 inclusive. Okay, what's the domain for any one of these graphs? X is an element of all reals. Okay? Second one is on page 199. It asks you to find the equation. So we were doing this yesterday already. And yesterday we started, and I said you can use whichever method you want. Today their focus is on this method. So the first thing you do is look at your graph. Can you identify what the vertex is in that graph?
7, 8.
7 and 8. So what does that make my H value? And my K value? 8. So I'm going to go Y is equal to A, X minus 7 squared plus 8. How do I solve for A? What did we do yesterday?
Find your roots. Greatest common factor.
It's common factor, find your roots. Anybody else? Plug in a coordinate. Which of those three is right? Plug in a coordinate, right? Which can be my roots, right? It can be my roots. So take another value that's on that graph. Do you have an exact value on there? Gives you one. What is it?
4 and negative 1.
4 and negative 1. So let's stick that in there. Okay, we're going to subtract 8. 4 minus 3, or minus 7 is minus 3 squared. What's minus 3 squared? 9. Negative 9 divided by 9?
-1.
Does that graph open down?
Yeah.
So then is my a value should be negative, right? So I want to check that. So what's the equation of that graph on that page? -1. X minus 7 squared plus 8. Okay? It's not very difficult to do when they give you the graph. Alright? Here is the one thing that they're going to, again, go one more step to, and that would be to change the form of it. Alright? Put it into y equals ax squared plus bx plus c form. Okay? So to do that, I would have to go y equals minus 1, x minus 7 times x minus 7 plus 8. Y equals -1, x squared minus 14x plus 49. Well, that's at 8. Okay, so x times x is x squared, minus 7x make minus 14x. Minus 7 times minus 7 is 49. Again, I'm going through it quickly because we should know how to FOIL that. Alright, so now I have minus x squared plus 14x minus 49 at 8 equals minus x squared plus 14x minus 41. Y equals. Don't lose that y equals. Okay? What's my a value? -1. It hasn't changed. It won't change. My a value here, it's -1. -1 there, sorry, -1 up here, -1 down here. What's my b value? Plus 14. What's my c value? -41. What's my y-intercept? How'd you come up with that?
Cause, yeah, your C is -21. So like your Y is different.
Why? How come?
Because if you plug in zeros, like in zeros.
Yes. Okay, where does the y-intercept occur? When x is what?
0.
0. So if I put 0 here and 0 here, it's going to make 0. 0 and -41 is -41. So that is my y-intercept. And yes, you're right. You can instantly do that if you know what the c value is. It's automatically your y-intercept. But that is why. Because I put 0 here and 0 here to make it. Fair enough? Okay? So that's all there is for 7-6 then. And it's not a real long one. So you're getting off a little easy here today. I will, actually, while I'm doing this, do you have any questions from yesterday's work? 7-4 or 7-5? You're getting oodles of time to work on this stuff. Is there any questions from it? So yesterday we dealt with the factored form with the roots. Today we're dealing with the vertex form. Any questions from yesterday?
You think that I could watch lessons and stuff as a group?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'll watch it too.
Pardon me?